3, 2, 1, 2, 2. You're live. I am trying my new microphone. Testing. 8 seconds in. 8 seconds in, and who's up first? Let's see who's first tonight on this exciting evening of live streaming. As you can see, nobody's watching. Wow. 3 have stopped, and if you touch that, I will give you the Mo poke. Good evening, and I'm testing this microphone. I don't think it's working.
It's pretty good.
So we're not going to use it. So we're going to set it aside. Tonight's big topic. What's up with that? What's that on there for, Andrew? Young Humstone. Thank you. Can we get this off of here? Oh, you're on there. Eagles.
Hey.
That don't work.
Hold on, listen.
That don't work. We're testing new audio equipment. We've got the young Humstone in here. It doesn't work here. Well, take it out. Take it out. It's just more junk in here. And get rid of this too. He's trashing up the place with like trash, like straws. He chews on straws.
That's 13%.
Well, if it goes bad, nobody's asking anything, so it don't matter. If we get about 6 or 7 people in here tonight, we might reveal box number 2 of cards, or I have a tote from the vault, and I will be unveiling that. And if not, we're going to get 2 or 3 in all night, then I'll just talk to myself. So, any questions out there? We got a 2 thumbs up. Somebody's watching, but we need some questions, and I shall be able to answer maybe. 1 dropped out, so we're 2 down.
But 3 likes.
So far, the season being over, the pickings are thin. Anything I picked up in the last 2 weeks is a stinking, 1 week, because I got a sewing machine 2 weeks ago. I got a Coleman lantern. Hey, dude, what's up? That's the dude that likes to hear me talk about rat turds when I'm picking the houses. How you been? I think that's you. What is your favorite thing to collect? Hot Wheels, red lines, die cast, but glass insulators are close. They're pulling in. They're pulling into I know these things, they used to be on the telephone poles. In Georgia, you're cold. What is it, like 60 degrees, and you guys are a little cold? That's crazy. We're out scrap hoarding. What's up, man? That's one of them. You're the coin counter. How you been? And Sweetie just snuck in. What are the peanuts from? What peanuts? Where? Is that what that says? Oh, the pennants. The pennants. My daughter picked them up for me. That was I got them cheap. They were somebody was selling them, and they're all teams that don't exist anymore. Out there, like St. Louis Cardinals are now the Phoenix or Arizona Cardinals, and Milwaukee Braves are the Atlanta Braves. That's how that is. Vintage paper collections. You like Halloween stuff there, baby? Hey, what's up, Turner? How you been? Stamps, ball cards. And postcards, you got to be kidding me about stamps. Hey, Humstone, give me that whole thing of stamps there. I'll show you some stamps, man. I picked a whole crate full of them out of a dumpster. They're all brand new. It had like the Elvis book, the Elvis stamps. It had it all. Somebody was throwing it out. So I grabbed it. Nice. It was nice.
This?
But no, the stamps, dude. They're in a crate. They're right around the bend. That's a hat. They're right in front of the pig head. They're all from like. Are you kidding me? You can't find them? Come on, dude. He don't know what a stamp is because he doesn't mail anything. The only thing they do is email and all that stuff. The whole crate, dude. What are you doing? He's killing me. I'm going to fire you.
Sorry, sir.
You like the base? Oh, you like the baseball cards too? Well, I'm going to unveil box two here. But here's here's stuff I picked out of a dumpster. You get stuff like this here, man. This is cool, and that's full of stamps. Every one of these. Look, let's see. I don't know. This stuff was going in the dumpster, so I picked it. It's going on eBay now, or unless you have something to trade. So whatever that is, they're all in there. I think. Yeah, they're there. They're real stamps. 1940 celebrate, and you get 10 of them, and then 10 of this, and 22 degrees in Georgia. We're like 50 degrees here in Delaware. Warm. What's that? I need my technical guy to get rid of this stuff on here. But I'm not putting this stuff back there anymore. But there's envelopes and envelopes of this stuff. Just for the heck of it. Just. Here's the 91 commemorative mint set. And whatever was in 91, I guess, is in here. Oh, it's the Olympic thing. It must have been an Olympic year. So you got all those. These are going in the trash. I'm going to put them on eBay. You can't beat it. I'll put that all back together later on. But this is stuff that's brand new. And there was a whole crate. I just sold a group tonight of like the Elvis book and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Just list with the. What's that? What's that one? Just list with the Scott Cat. What is that number? I'm old, you little creep. Wow, it's 22 degrees in Georgia. Is that a record? That's what Kathy's asking Bibby. Yeah, and all like your stuff going to like frost over and stuff down there. That's not good for the oranges and little alligators and stuff, is it? But maybe it'll kill some of them stinking boa constrictors that's running around there eating everything. Oh, okay. I'm just going to put the whole, like 2 lots and just sell the rest of them. Because I tried to sell them locally and nobody likes stamps anymore. This is something you can sell all day long. Young Humstone playing basketball in the basement. That's a little Corvette red line. He broke one of my things. That's a desirable color for the red lines. Then it's unveil time for some of the couple cards. This is a teaser. This is what was hot when I was collecting in the late 80s and 90s. I don't even know. These guys were probably rated rookies and stuff. I didn't even bring that one out. What do we got? Kevin Stocker for the Phillies. You thought he was going to be somebody. Wes Chamberlain of the Phillies. These guys didn't pan out. I do know that. I don't know if anything's big. Oh, Wade Boggs. He panned out. There's I think that's 80. There's an 84 Fleer, Wade Boggs. Good shape. I don't have his rookie. You know what? I think I do have his rookie. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's see. Do you have the red line Volkswagen Bug? Yeah, I have it, but not in gold. I have it in green. I don't have it in gold, and that's desirable. That is one desirable Hot Wheel. Julio Franco, 84. That might be his rookie. Not sure. Just going through a few to see who was hot then. Remember him. Here's one, Wally Joyner. He used to be a big name. Let's see. I thought there was a Wade Boggs rookie. Could have swore I had it. Tommy Glavine, 88. Yeah, the Bug had the sunroof. The ones I have a green one. Here's a couple. These aren't red lines. These are black lines. There's that one. There's a Getty. Can you see that? Yeah, now you can. There's a Getty. If he knew what I wanted to pull out, that, like I said, but all I have for that Bug that year is a green one. So that's it for that one. The Cobra. That was Dave Parker. Didn't they call him the Cobra? I think he was done. I probably got a couple Dave Parker cards. Pittsburgh Pirates, Oakland A's. They had a good team the one year that won the World Series. I don't know if there's any Dave Parkers in here. Rookie card 74. I don't have that. Got Don Manley. The 90 Leaf. There's a 86 Don Ross. That was a hot year for Don Ross. Was 86. 85 Don Ross was big too. Andy Van Slyke, 84 Don Ross. I don't know. He's one of those guys that was good, but he's not going to make the world Hall of Fame. Just like Dave Magadan, he was a pain in the butt to my team back in the day. He's on that World Series Mets team. Hey, Land Shark Picker, what's up? How you doing? Glad you could make it in. I'm just talking, seeing what people are interested in, talking about, showing some old Hot Wheels, some of the stuff I got floating around here. Hey, young Harry, would you be so kind to go? What are you doing? You're being freaky. Be so kind to get me another cider. Thank you. I have to keep in cider. Kind of good for the yeah, whatever. This is my second box. I vote in the first one. I just made a little video of and put it on. I'm just showing. Oh, there you go. This is cool old stuff. I have a few of these in there. There's the 64 Phillies. If you're from Philadelphia, this is the team to hate of all time because they were way up and they lost a ton in a row, and the Cardinals ended up winning the pennant and then the World Series. Now, back there. Don't bring it in to see here. Thank you. And I think there's some other old ones in here. Eric Anthony, Greg Jeffries. Come on now. Terry Pendleton. Remember him? Cardinals and Braves. Here's a 75 put out the minis. And I got a few of them. That's the team picture of the Phillies because you didn't guess I'm in the Philadelphia area. So everything's Philadelphia. But I don't get upset if they lose. So you lose, you snooze. And the Phillies are years away from doing something again, I think. 65 card. Jeffrey's 89 rookie. Yeah, I have that. I think. I just had a bunch. There's a Lou Brock from the 70s in good shape. These were, at the time I collected, I put these in this double thing the way you do it. So there's some Lou Brocks, stuff like that. Hey, Rhonda, how you doing? Glad to see you come in. Larry Walker, rookie. Leaf. This was the hot card then. Can you see these things when I put them up there? Or is there a glare on them? A couple. That's my picker buddies are stopping in. A couple of pickers. How you doing there, Rob and Lisa? I'm doing all right. If you're talking to me, Rhonda. Just showing some cards, Hot Wheels, stuff that's lying around the house. That's what I'm going to do on a lot of my live stream stuff. And in the spring, I'll just make videos of stuff I get from yard sales, and when I get lucky and go into the houses and do some clean outs. This dude made it, Burt Bevelin. I think he's in the Hall of Fame. That's like a 77 or something like that, tops, when they were the only thing in town. Trying to see who's cool here. Carl Yastrzemski, but he's older than dirt then. There's Willie Stargell, not Dave Parker, but second to the there's Willie McCovey. That's 75 tops. Hall of Famer. Some cool stuff. Eric Davis, I think that's his rookie. Tops. Not sure. He was Golden Boy for a few years and didn't then at the bottom fell out. Mo Vaughn. He was a slugger for a year. 2, 3, 4. Nice player. Dean Palmer. He was a rated rookie, but I don't remember him tearing up the leg. You traded all your cards. I don't know. Cards, if you had them from the 70s, they were good. Yeah, you probably – I used to fold them in half and stick them under the 8-track so the 8-track didn't start dragging when you're going down the road in your car. That matches and stuff like that. 76 tops. That's when they won the World Series. You're talking about when they were singing the Sister Sledge song when the Pirates won the World Series. Wheel spokes. Yeah, they put them in wheel spokes. Here's a dude that was supposed to pan out. He was real good for a couple of years. Vince Coleman. That's his rookie. So he had a couple good years. 85 tops traded. Vince Coleman. I had a bunch of these thinking this guy was going to make it, but I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared. There's a good ball player. Eddie Murray. Mr. RBI's Hall of Famer. Baltimore. Down the street. The other way, and of course, Eric Lindros. One hockey, one slipped in. That's all right. You can have hockey. Rod Crew. I think that's like a 77 tops. This guy's a killer. Paul Mauder. I think that's a 78's top. Stargell. Trammell. That's 77. Is that 76 Palmer All-Star card? This is the second bag. Tom Seaver, but he's with the Reds. He's not with the Mets. So this one here is really Alan Trammell's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he? Yeah, this is 79 tops before Fleer and Don Ross, I think, snuck back in with a couple bad years. What's that?
Your subscriber count.
Okay. Well, we're not after subscribers. We're after this bull crapping. Here you
We
go.
need it there.
Well, why?
If you get a subscriber, you can say, "Oh my God,
Well, thank you. Okay. I got young Humstone. He's my producer, so he chimes in once in a while, tries to keep me directed in the right place. Here's a good one. Land of Future Stars, Brett Butler. He was a tough little player for a bunch of years. Good leadoff hitter. That's his rookie. Sandy Koufax was. You get some of his old cards; they're probably worth a few bucks. He was a good player. Is his book valuable, or is that something you guys sell, or something you just want to keep? Which one? This one here? Yeah. Oh, Steve Bedrosian. Yeah, he played for the Phillies a little bit. He is on there. So you got two good ball players for a few years, but didn't make it into. They won't make it in the Hall of Fame. But that was a three banger from the Reds. 150, 200. That's not a bad deal. That's funny. Roy, there's my old 50s Roy Capanella. What do you think of that? Nah, you know what? Topps redid these. So this is a reprint. I remember getting a few of those. This guy was a tough ball player and he did good in Philadelphia and did good in the Mets organization too. Lenny Dykstra, Mr. Dirt. Did he talk to you, or did you just see him walk by? He played up in Philly for a few years too. He had a few good seasons. Ryan Kolesko. Let's see. He never panned out. Tim Wallach was a tough little ball player up in Montreal. You got to be kidding me. Get away from it. Don't even walk over there. You're killing me. This guy plays basketball in the other room with all my collectibles. He's going to break things. That's cool. Most of those guys are approachable. Gary Sheffield was a good player. There's his rookie card. That I think that's at 89, first year that Upper Deck come out. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I think that 89 set has Griffey Jr. in it too. That's cool when you approach him. That's before the big money was there. He probably was making about a couple hundred a year, 1,000, not millions. So he's all pretty approachable. Going over cards, Barry Larkin rookie. There's an 87, I think, Fleer. If I'm wrong, anybody, just correct me. Could be wrong, could be right. Then there's Ben McDonald. I got some of these minor league cards too. That was Ben McDonald. He didn't pan out. Had a good start, maybe 1 year, and then he was done. Orioles thought they had a superstar there, but didn't happen. Big Ben. Chuck Knobloch. What happened to him? He went He was a good ball player, and it just didn't happen. Trying to think of who's some of these good guys here. Chris Sabo, a few good years. That's an old score. I think that's 88. The Reds didn't pan out. Good ball player. He did pan out. He's just not going to make the Hall of Fame. Let's see who else we got here. Jeffrey Hammonds, Eric Karros, Deion Sanders. That guy had all the talent in the world. If you let him lead off each year, just take a walk or a bunt, he would have drove the pitchers nuts. Tough, good football player. Fast. Saberhagen. This guy'd have a good year, bad year. Good year, bad year. Good year, bad year. See, I used to be in baseball big, and then it all went. Now the games are like 4 and 5 hours long. I can't handle that. So I'm drinking my cider tonight, seeing who's going to stop in and out. A few coming in. I appreciate all of you being here. Anything you want to see behind me, just ask questions. There's a bunch of stuff back here. Is that a new guy? That's Ronald. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? And Christy, how you doing? I see you stop into the couple of pickers live streams all the time. Thanks for stopping by. So who's Ronald? His cards keep rising. I mean, what card though? What's the best card out there right now? I know there's cheap cards and more expensive cards. Do they still rip their uniform apart and stick special ones in there, or do they sign them? That's a big thing. There's so many cards out there now. The Braves. The Braves. They got a good young club. They always have a good minor league system. If I started buying cards again, it'd be nuts. But I think I would like to get rid of if I get rid of a collection of baseball cards, and I got a ton of them. I just don't want to. There's other stuff I want to collect now. Here's a cool one right here. 1960 National League batting. You got Willie Mays and Roberto Clemente. I think everybody on that card, I know 2 of them's in the Hall of Fame. And that's pretty well centered and all that stuff. But now they rate them, and you got to pay for all that. So, I'm drinking cider myself. Friday and Saturday night, favorite thing to do. Cider. I'm just showing some baseball cards. Some baseball guys are coming in. They're going out. Got Hot Wheels. I don't do the reseller shows too much. I put stuff on eBay, but not like the other shows on where they put tons of stuff on. And Hot Wheels. So who's ready to trade? Baseball cards for Hot Wheels. Who's got them? Line them up. I'm beat anyway because I was on call all week. So, and I had 2 nights ago going in at 2 o'clock in the morning doing 12-hour days. That's just a killer. That's why I'm doing the live stream tonight. Maybe I'll do a little one tomorrow. Yeah, that was a red. Oh, no, that was, yeah, I got a ton of red lines. There's one there. These are just some of the more of the played with jobbers. This is a red line. These are just ones that I just took off. My son's in there, plays basketball, and he hit the showcase, and these ones were in that. And that's a beater. But these are all old ones too. There wasn't any real good ones in that case there. I'm trying to see if there were, and there's not. I have a case in the. If you see some of my older videos, you'll see on the wall that I've taken and made little videos of them or whatever, little streams of them. But I like the cunning gremlins. Oh, I got the little green gremlin red line. I have that. It's in the other room. Once I get so many followers, I'll be able to walk around with my phone, or I'm going to have to. I can't see why I can't use my phone now, but for this type of streaming, I think I get the little duck in the corner or whatever that is. They won't let you use your phone because I could walk all around my basement and show you all the stuff I have. So cider fill up time. Good cider. Really, my brother had a gremlin in the 70s, and it was green. AMC. I think they cut them all up and made them dirt cars or something like that. I haven't seen one of them in years. Pacer, Gremlins, Cordoba. No, it wasn't a Cordoba. Really? I got a four-door Subaru. I'm telling you, I used to pick up cases of red lines at yard sales like 3 years ago. I was getting like a case or 2 cases a year. I haven't found a red line in 2 years. Or they've been too expensive and all beat up. And I'm not paying a ton of money for them. I'm finding everything but red lines. And cone top beer cans. Big thing I'm into now is glass insulators. I'll tell you, the red lines you can get now, though, if you want to, I did bring out 1 case because I was going to undo it tonight. A few years back, before these guys, I started having the kids, I picked up the Red Line Club Hot Wheels, man. These things I thought were great. And I think they're doing pretty good, and I'm not taking them out of the package either. But I got a couple of years of them. And these things, they actually look pretty nice. And they're holding up, too. Check them out. I think this is I have the 2nd and 3rd year set of these. I'm going to unveil the whole thing on another live stream another night. But as far as Hot Wheels go, I got a ton of them. Johnny Lightnings, Hot Wheels. Slot cars, I probably got about 50 of these. I want to start unloading them, and I got them even from the early 60s. Because I picked those up still at yard sales. Yeah, they sell better in packages. All these guys, they take in they're on the live streams, they take them and they just rip them right out of the package and stick them on the wall. That's fine too, because they're real collectors. Yeah, they're the best thing, I think, Hot Wheels and those 100% and stuff now. At the 2 picks ago, I found probably about 200 open top-notch Hot Wheels and Johnny Lightnings. I was very happy with them. I put a bunch of them back on the shelves there, which I'll show in the future. Like a Johnny Lightning new one or old one? Oh, GTO is a new one then. I have the original topper ones. They're made up in Rhode Island. Had a whole bunch of them. Where's that at? You mean the mongoose and snake? Not a white and a blue one? Oh, the army one. Oh, you see that? You son of a gun, you do. This one's a beater, though. This one. I got the red line ones, too. Two different types. And this is the Pepsi Challenger. These are pretty. These are all. They were in a case on the wall, but they're kind of beat up a little bit. I was just showing some baseball cards earlier, too. All right, unveiled box number 2. We'll go back to a couple of those just to see what's in there. Let's take a pile, see what we got. Pedro Martinez with the Dodgers in '93. He is a rookie prospect. Didn't he become like big time with Boston? He is. That is Pedro. And we're going to skip McGuire altogether because he didn't. He kind of like a bad word in the baseball world. Him and Bonds. And I got a ton of them. He didn't pan out, whoever that is. Andy, Joe Carter, Mark Grace, who was there's his big rookie card that we're going to do. Shoot. Here you go, dude. There you go. Mark Grace. Rookie card. He's a great player, but he won't make it to the Hall of Fame. Brett Boone. Good player. Won't make it to the Hall of Fame. So there's some cards here. I mean, Hot Wheels and a little bit of everything. Pokemon. I don't buy cards anymore. All I buy is what interests me at the yard sales, and a lot of stuff I pick up at Picks for free. So I'm happy with that. What do you collect, Christy? What are you doing? Just doing whatever?
Yeah.
Here with a live stream, going a little longer than I thought. Winding down a little bit, but a lot of people are coming in. Vintage anything, or that's me. Everything behind me, vintage. Coke clocks, guitars, old models, spinning worlds, typewriters, phones, everything. I pick it all up. I get lucky, might say. Really? Oh, Halloween stuff's hot. You look at the video I shot of my buddy down the street. He's a big Hollywood, Halloween collector, but a lot of great stuff he has. Very expensive when you get into the 20s and 30s stuff and 40s. That's what he's after, the old, the rare stuff. I found him some a couple weeks ago at a flea market. So I like it too, but that's his big collecting. So we trade back and forth. I can't collect everything, just almost. And I'm lucky to have a whole basement. What's that old vintage Halloween stuff? Man, that stuff's way up there. Way up there. I'd like to find some that you just don't find it. I always ask. You'll find Christmas stuff out the wazoo. Easter, but Halloween wasn't celebrated until hit everything, man. You got to get up early in the morning. You'd be surprised what you find, especially in old towns. Somebody cleans out their grandmom's attic and thinks they, it's junk, and they'll have it out there for a couple bucks for a whole box of it, and then you hit a gold mine. Yeah, that's it's a big holiday now, or it's a big night. Big time Halloween. Tell you, Pat, what's a good tobacco tin? I say them, but I've never really grabbed them. You talking about pipe tobacco? I would think if you're in the Bible Belt, you'd be able to find a lot of stuff because they're all old towns and stuff. You got to find stuff that people that's good there, and then trade it out of the area. You got to get into some kind of thing where you can trade. That way, you can get things you want. What do you pay for tobacco tins? Because I've just never bought them. I've seen them, like I said, but I've never touched them. Wow, that's cool. It's pretty hard to collect if you don't have a car. You got to find out who's going out to yard sales and stuff and hitch a ride with them. And anything old is worth something. Like medicine, like little aspirin things and stuff. Anything old's got value to it. Christy, you gotta go to those church bazaars then if you're in the Bible Belt. Somebody will have some cool stuff out there to sell. There's got to be something around you. It's hard to collect it, like I said. If you don't have a vehicle. And you always got to get up early, too. The early birds are the ones that do well. It's done very well for me. That's cool. What's a big name on a tin? Christy, when you're looking at knickknacks, do you go after like Occupy Japan or like Hummels or just little animals and stuff like that? So I had some Occupy Japan stuff. I've been in drawer number. I had some right here, but who knows where I moved it. Oh, like Taxi, really? Oh, wow. No, that didn't break. This is like, I don't know if that counts as a knickknack, but that's Occupy Japan. I have a lot of that stuff. Anything that looks good. This hung on a wall. So that stuff I pick up so much stuff. It's just crazy. I got stuff on every drawer you open up. Really? Bambino Babe Ruth 10. That's probably really cool. The ones I see are like that dude. I think they're just commons. The tins I see, then somebody wants $5 for them, and I don't even bother. If I seen a whole box for like 10, I'd grab it, but I'm not paying $5 a tin when I think it's just commons. Cake top, didn't know. Is that like the cake topper was like husband and wife, or just a cake topper of some kind of character around? If you're just coming in, I'm just talking about nothing. So, baseball cards, Hot Wheels, and any collectibles. Oh, cool. 70s stuff is collectible. 60s is better. Yeah, that's the Prince Albert's, the ones I see. I don't think I have any of that stuff on these shelves. The only tin I have is like a lard one. That's from, they used to make these in the hometowns. That's the stuff you used to, I don't know if this counts as a tin, but I bet you it's from the 20s and it's in really good shape. So that's pure lard. That's stuff like that's on here, but that's the only tin that's probably on this shelf. I don't think I might have a couple outside. I really don't. I haven't messed with the tins. Now King, huh? So you have like 50 tins, 100 tins, a whole cabinet full. What color is it? Now I'm going to have to start looking at tins a little closer. I say them, but they're always at Prince Albert. It's the same one you see at each yard sale. There's like 5 different ones, but you see a lot of them. So I don't bother picking them up. Okay, that's your big thing is all the pipe tobacco and smoking tobacco tins. That's cool. My big showcase upstairs is beer cans, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and I set all the Matchboxes up on top of the original boxes. I got a couple I didn't mean to say that, cool outboard motors, mint condition, and the things run. That was one of my big finds over the summer. Really like that one. But it's full. That's something I'd really like to find again is those little outboard motors. But I've never seen them until one time, and I got lucky. And the guy sold me both of them with a little wood boat about like that. So I said, yes. You'll see if you watch back a few videos, you'll see when I picked it up, I was pretty excited. Very excited, as a matter of fact. So, but I have to say to everybody, thanks for stopping in and out. I'm going to shut it down. And I might do one tomorrow night. If not, I'll probably do one next week. Anything with the Beatles is cool. That's always big. And this is somebody, and this one has the. Speaking of the Beatles, this even has that. I had this as a kid, and I cut out the mustache and stuff, and darn if I didn't get it as an adult again. So, but that's that for tonight. Thanks for stopping in, and glad to have some chat with a few people. It's always a pleasure. And I appreciate everybody that comes in, subscribes, and hits the buttons and all that. Thanks a lot. Probably do it again tomorrow night. Probably the same time, same channel. We'll discuss a bunch of other stuff. Baseball cards, coins, anything you want to talk about. I've got a bunch of stuff out there. Glad to see you come in. Other than that, I have to say, later. Later.